I'm going to go to Egal.
Egal.
We're going to get Egal on because Egal's buzzing to go. Egal, welcome back to the show, mate. What are you saying, bro?
Statement win for these people who keep saying all this random stuff. This is a statement to every single one of you guys who keep saying, oh, Tottenham this, Tottenham that. Also, I told you guys about Thomas Partey. You had the audacity, Patrick, to say to Jess talk about Thomas Partey. Come on, guys. Opening goal, Thomas Partey puts it away. And you know what? He shows people the difference between him being in the team and not being in the team with the control that we have in this game. Now, let me talk about Tottenham for a second. You guys have terrible tactics. I don't know what Conte was thinking about coming to the Emirates trying to play the way that he was playing. You only scored because of a friggin' penalty. Death, taxes, and a penalty in the North London derby for Kane. It's just facts at this point. And finally, if you guys want to come at me correctly, because our team is playing well. You have our midfield performing at a level that you haven't seen in a long time. Granit Xhaka performing out of his skin this season, arguably in the team of the season in the Premier League so far. No one can debate that. I think people have to, for once, stop putting the Arsenal agenda on in the glasses of the past and look at what you're seeing on the pitch right now. In the new position he's playing out of his skin. And also, where are these Tottenham fans? Come outside, all of you guys. After a North London derby at home, you guys had the audacity to chat all this shit. I got names. Jerome, come outside. Dan, come outside. Henry Wright, come outside. George, come outside. Patrick, come outside. All of you guys, where are you? I want to see your faces on the stream before the game, or never ever chat shit to me again on a stream after a loss. Dead it. I'm done, bro.
I love how you had them written. You do have a list next to you, Egal. Yeah, you had them written down. Receipts.
He wrote them down.
Receipts.
Also, Tom Little, Liverpool fan, come outside too, because
he was talking.
Thomas Partey. What is all that about? Like, you guys need to put some respect on my team, put some respect on our performances, put some respect on everything going on, because the disrespect towards Arsenal over the last couple of years, it's not the same old Arsenal. This is not the same team that used to buckle under pressure, the same team that, and also the audacity to think Tottenham are going to do something at our ground. They're never going to do anything at our ground. I predicted 3-1. I think Terry predicted 3-1. I think Jess also predicted a win. I think everybody that predicted a win probably said, you know what? If we score early, we're going to win this game. And Tottenham, you guys play into our hands. Everyone keeps talking about this high line. Yes, we play a high line. But also, Tottenham don't start well. They don't start well, but no one spoke about that. People keep talking about who we played this season. Jess, guess what? We still haven't played any big teams this season. We still haven't beaten any big teams this season. You want to know why? Because no one considers Tottenham a big team. Let's keep it real. We're supposed to beat Tottenham at home. Beating Tottenham at home is the equivalent of being Crystal Palace at home. You're expected to do it as an Arsenal fan. And if you don't do it, you're upset. That is the reality. So get it through your thick skulls. If we come to, when we come to your ground, it will be different energy. Because at the end of the day, I'll be real. But when you come to our ground, you have the audacity to think you're going to win and get 3 points. You will never come to our ground and be confident that you're going to leave with 3 points. That is just a cast iron fact. History repeats it constantly. And you know what? You have to respect the history, because one thing we've learned, there is heritage in certain things. There is history in certain things. And there is a bottle gene. And these Tottenham teams, they don't have it. They don't have the mentality when they come to Emirates. They don't have that cheek. They don't have that extra gear. And Antonio Conte, you're a fraud also, because when you come to Emirates, you also get handed to. So keep it moving.
Egal, I think that's the perfect way to end what you had to say there, my friend. I love the passion. I love the energy. At least you always speak your mind. Too many fans nowadays trying to act like politicians. So well done, you, my friend. And I'm sure we'll chat. I'll say stay near. Maybe you're going to get called out. But we'll speak to you again soon. Top man. Thank you very much. Egal, like, he's very, very passionate there, isn't he? Very passionate.
Very passionate. But I feel like he didn't really say anything wrong there. Like, a lot of Arsenal fans predicted wins because that's what we do. Like, we beat Spurs at home. And so, like, it just is what it is. The one thing I will say about this whole Arsenal haven't played anybody, Spurs really have only played Chelsea. You know, they haven't played good teams either. And they didn't beat Chelsea, and they were lucky to get a draw. So the idea that they've been playing amazing against all the teams that they've been playing, and they've been playing a higher caliber of team. They also drew to West Ham. So it's equal. We didn't beat Manchester United away from home. We were expected to, for some reason, even though we don't. You guys were supposed to come to the Emirates and bop us, and you didn't. So there you go.
This is the thing. The agenda, everyone thinks it's an agenda to prop up Arsenal. but the agenda's been the other way. Arsenal haven't played anybody, but yet nobody's leveling that at Spurs. No one's leveling that at Man City. But yet with Arsenal, we can't judge a single thing Arsenal have done until they've basically played Man City at the Emirates, which is an absolute nonsense unless you're going to apply that same logic to each and every other single team. And listen, I like banter with the next person, but the banter towards Arsenal has been milked. It is dry, it is dead, and it is no longer funny. So move on from it, people. We're going to take a call now. We've got so many people to get to. We're going to go to Alan. Alan is a Spurs fan. What are you saying, mate?
Shit result. Got to start from there. Obviously, Egal never learns. I'll make sure that I've clipped that for later on because that same will come to the end of the season. It was same old for Arsenal. Anyway, start of the game. Conte doing the same thing, contain and counter-attack. Only this time, like I said, you have a player that can finish like Partey and you have Xhaka who can hit a ball and you scored. Then after, some Arsenal fans in here going off on that you need to get glasses because that second half, the first half, when we won 1-0 down, we caused you so many problems on the transition. Your defence is all at sea. That's how we won the penalty. And if Son or Richarlison could have passed properly on 3 occasions, we were in. So we caused you all sorts of problems. We get to the end of the half, 1-1, that's fine. There is no excuse for how we came out for that second half. Lloris, first mistake of the season, cost us. That not good enough. Romero, his form's dipped, not good enough. 2-1. At that point, still not worried because Spurs playing well, like in regards to like our game plan. And then all of a sudden, Emerson Royale, you absolute fucking idiot. You complete and utter fuck. He's in his own half. I say this about players all the time. You're in your own half. You're going back towards your own goal. Leave him alone. He's by his own touchline. He's going nowhere. And you fucking do that. In real time when I was watching it, I was like, okay, yellow card, that's fine. And then I was like, he got a red card because I was doing a watch along. I was surprised with the red. And when I look back at it, at the end of the day, although I was thinking similar to you, Terry, you've seen one similar not thing. The fact is Martinelli's kicked the ball away and Royale's gone nowhere but for his ankle. He's only got himself to blame. Spurs fans who have defended this guy, I said he'd done well against Southampton this season. Why on earth are Spurs fans defending this absolutely awful right wing back? He's absolutely shocking. He needs to get out of this club. I don't want to see him. I don't even want to see Doxy. Give Jed Spence a go. Conte saying, oh, he's too young, this ain't never like that. I don't care because there are certain players still at this club that are not good enough and I want to see better from there. I'd give Spence a go. And then once it's down to 10 men, the game is done and dusted. For me, absolutely awful. I blame Conte. Should have gone to a 3-5-2. Conte's got I agree with Egal when he goes away to Arsenal. He, for some reason, decides to do a sharp shop. He's got an awful record there. I don't understand why. He's meant to be an elite manager. So, for me, he's got a whole responsibility as well. But, for me, again, he got his hat-trick against Leicester. Against Leicester. Son, absolutely shocking. And my day was bad enough for having a really bad cold already, but it's just got made even worse by them winning and beating us. But until that red card, I was still confident, and that red card just killed the game. Absolutely killed the game. So,
at 2-1, you're always in it with the way you play football. Yeah. So I've got a lot of time for you, mate, because you're actually calling out what went wrong for you on the day rather than blaming the ref or moaning. Yeah. Jed Spence not getting game time. Listen, I know football fans are meant to back their club, and I get it. But I've been seeing people push this narrative that Emerson Royale is turning it round. Emerson Royale is the real deal. And for me, this is Antonio Conte has cost you these points partly today. His reluctancy to play Jed Spence, who is highly talented, because he didn't want him. He's a Tottenham player, not my player. This is what if it wasn't Antonio Conte and Jose did this or Nuno did this, the majority of your fan base would be outraged. And I think you need to have the same energy because it's helped cost you 3. I think Arsenal are going to win anyway, but it's cost you. Now, hopefully he gets the opportunity now. Yeah. There's 3 games he's going to be missing. There's lots of games this month. If Jed Spence ain't given opportunities this month, I think some big questions need to be asked. Alan, really appreciate you coming on, mate, and having your say. Lots to get through. We'll speak again soon, my friend. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, Jed Spence not playing is still weird, isn't it? It's very weird.
It is weird, but we knew he wasn't going to play the moment that Conte said it was a club signing and not his signing, so I'm not surprised he hasn't played. It's just Emerson Royale is so bad